Good morning, Scott here, known as Cantaloupe to some online, and I'm bringing another subject to you that's interesting to me. It might be of interest to you or someone you know. And this is going to be a short response to a video I just watched by the lovely Miss Fry. If you know who that is, she's a brilliant speaker and scientist, I believe. So she's asking the question, which has been asked many, many times over the years: are numbers real? Are numbers real? And it's funny because in mathematics there are something called real numbers, which is a clue, but it's interesting to think that in physical reality, things can be divided, things can be broken down so that units are ambiguous at best. It's hard to nail down numbers in reality. So one way to think about it, and perhaps the only honest way or true way to think about it, is that numbers belong to the universe of the hypothetical, along with ideas such as perfection, absolutes, hard classes. Classes are groups with lines, boundaries, clear boundaries. All that stuff is they're ideas. They're just basically ideas, and they're real in the sense that they can be added together and make sense hypothetically, but you cannot hold a number in your hand. This is interesting. You can see a representation of a number. You can see it symbolically, like on a screen or a piece of paper, and you can infer the meaning from the symbol, but the number itself doesn't live here. This is a real interesting thing. People struggle with this idea. In fact, they have struggled for centuries asking the question, are numbers real, for a long, long time. And I'll link that video in this video's description. So it's last thing I'll say on this is that in that hypothetical universe, you have all data, actually. This is something that's kind of a big idea, that data itself, along with numbers, absolutes, classes and groups, perfection, don't live in this universe. You're not going to find them here, but you might see their symbolic representation somehow, which is a segue to the subject of AI, which is data-driven, right? Data-driven systems, any database, any software, you're going to interact with this universe through your screen. You can think of screens of all kinds as windows into a parallel universe through which now there are alien presences, intelligences interacting with you. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about talking to aliens through the screen? Because that's the only way you can see them. Think about it. Have a great day. Reach out with questions or comments to whitehotrobot@gmail.com. Thank you.